Good morning, Jackson staff and students. It is a wonderful Wednesday today as we follow our Tiger Truths of be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. I have Mr. Tony Bustos here from Mr. Reese's 5th grade class to say the Pledge of Allegiance. Come on up. How are you doing? Good. Let's place our right hand on our heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Excellent job. Thank you very much. Great job. Okay, boys and girls, have you looked around the school? There's lots and lots of people wearing orange. It's awesome. This is the color for our anti-bullying campaign. And here at Jackson, we are all celebrating Wear Orange today. Okay, Mrs. Everhart, come on up. I'm sure you have a message about that.
I do. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic.
I feel like we're twinning today.
Yeah, we are kind of twinning. I like it.
Yeah, so today is the school district, so everyone in the school district, they should be wearing orange, I think. A lot of us.
Awesome.
So it's great. In October, so next week actually, we're in our PBIS assembly. That's going to be the focus. We're going to be focused on anti-bullying and how you can be an amazing friend and stay safe.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know, we have lots of amazing children
We
in
do.
our building. And last night, as I was leaving, I had a group of 5th graders that used to go here to school, and then some other children. I also saw Evo, so a current 5th grader, but I saw some other children as well. And they were telling me how awesome Jackson is. They miss Jackson. They're at Edison, but they know that kids are always nice at Jackson School.
It's a pretty good place.
Pretty
good place.
It's
So
awesome.
today is not a random day, but normally I come on Mondays for Cool Tools.
Yeah.
And it's been a busy start to the week, so I apologize for that. So we're just gonna have our Cool Tools lesson on Wednesday, right in the middle of the week, and it's still a great day to have a little mini Cool Tool lesson.
It is.
So this month we are talking about respect, my friends, and remember, respect means you're going to treat other people how you want to be treated. We follow the golden rule, and a lot of times it gets really hard to treat other people how you want to be treated, especially if they're not being super kind or super nice, or if they're saying something that makes you feel frustrated. So today I'm going to introduce something that we're going to be focusing on throughout the school year, and it's called the zones of regulation.
Perfect.
And
well, are you going to be showing them up on the screen?
Yes, just
Okay.
a few.
Then I'll step to the side so that you can get up close.
Perfect.
Up and close with it, but I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good. So we have, here at Jackson, we have our ladders. And if you know, it goes blue, green, yellow, and red. So the zones of regulation are kind of like the ladders, except they mean a little different. Some things a little bit differently. So when we are ready to learn, there's 4 zones. So we have the green zone, which means you're good to go. We have the yellow zone, which is kind of like, oh, we're feeling kind of wiggly, we're starting to lose a little bit of control. We have the blue zone, which is a little bit different than our ladders, but the blue zone means that could be feeling sad, or you're feeling kind of tired. And then our last zone is the red zone. That's where you could be angry, you know that you are out of control, or you're really frustrated about something. So I'm going to introduce 2 zones to you today. The first one is the green zone, and the second one is the red zone. And what we're going to do, I'm just going to introduce those two zones, but then we also have something called our toolbox. And this is where you can pull skills that you think that you might need in order to get yourself back up to the green zone. That's where we want everyone. Now, everyone has days, right? Everyone either feels tired, upset, and that's okay. It's okay to have a moment. It's okay to feel angry or frustrated or sad or tired, but we need to know how to get ourselves back up to the green zone. So here's what I'm going to show you. Here's the first one, the green zone. When I am in the green zone, I feel, and it says calm, focused, happy. You're doing your work. You're sitting at your seat. You are ready to learn. So this, my friends, is what you look like when you're in the green zone. Okay? Now, sometimes it's really hard to stay in the green zone when you are feeling frustrated. So how can you stay in the green zone? Here are some things that you can do. This is part of your toolbox. You can smile, right? Practice mindfulness. That means that you're just in the moment. You're listening. You're paying attention. You're focused on your work. You can take some deep breaths. And I know 4th and 5th graders, Mrs. Ward in our class last year focused with the crazy 8 breathing, right? And I know in the younger grades we have smelt the cake and blown out the candle. So focus on your breathing. Be a friend and think happy thoughts. Now, some of these are a lot harder to do, especially when you are angry or upset. So when you are in the red zone, so let's talk about respect for a second. If someone says something or does something that makes you feel really angry, our first reaction is to what? Is to kind of get angry back at them. But a lot of the times, here's what you need to do. You need to stop and really think about what will happen. If I get angry, if I yell, if I hit push, what could my consequence be? So we're going to talk about the red zone. The red zone is when you are feeling frustrated, angry, you're mad, you're afraid, if you are yelling or hitting, or if you know that you're just out of control. You need to recognize that your body is telling you, I need some help, and that's okay. Like I said, everyone feels frustrated or upset sometimes, but being able to get back up into that green zone, it's what's really going to help you. So here's your toolbox, my friends. If you are feeling like you are any of those previous ones that I talked about, some things that you can do, and remember, these are just a few of them, it's not all of them. Take some deep breaths. This is what really helps me. Take some deep breaths. Hug or talk to someone. Guess what? You have so many people here at Jackson that you can talk to. Friends, teachers, anyone. I'm sure they will talk to you if you ask. Take a break. Now this one is very important because you need to be safe and you need to ask before you do anything. So if you feel like you need just a break out of the classroom, maybe go for a walk, make sure you ask your teacher. This one right here, the size of the problem. This is one that I always ask, because sometimes your reaction doesn't always match what the size of the problem is. So if someone is hurt, if you got hurt, or if it's an emergency, adult-sized problem, yes, your reaction should be a little bit bigger. But if someone accidentally bumped into you, or if they tripped you, can you be frustrated? Yes, but your reaction shouldn't be super big. Your reaction should match the size of the problem. Counting down from 10, or using a fidget or a stress ball. These are just some of the things that you can have in your toolbox to help you calm down if you are feeling like your body is in that red zone. So we talked about the green zone, which is you're ready to learn, you're calm, and the red zone, which is feeling like you're angry, upset, out of control. You're not going to remember to use these all right away, my friends, and that is okay. That is absolutely okay. If you need help, your teachers are there to help you, your friends are there to help you. So we're really going to be focusing this year, especially with cool tools and even in guidance and in some classrooms, on what you can do to get yourself back into the green zone where you're calm. Because we want to do everything to make sure that you guys have an amazing school experience here at Jackson, and that you feel safe, that you feel welcome, that you feel included, because we are so happy to have all of you here. So next week, we're going to learn a little bit about the yellow zone and the blue zone, because a lot of times friends they're in between. So they could be in the yellow zone. They're a little bit of yellow and a little bit of blue. So we're going to talk all about that. But if you have any questions about the zones, there's lots of people here at school who know about them. Mrs. Ward in art, she has done amazing lessons in art class. Mrs. Bush, myself, Mrs. Balch, Mrs. Moisen, anyone at school here, ask us questions and we'll be able to help you. There we go.
love learning about zones of
Yes.
regulation. Zones of regulation are really important.
It
And
is.
sometimes I have to check myself and figure out what zone I'm in.
And it's okay. It is
It is
okay to have
okay.
moments. Absolutely.
It is totally okay.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah,
I
we'll
love
see you guys
seeing
later.
everybody in orange. Okay, boys and girls, I also want to share that when you check out books in the library, this is a quick message from Mrs. Marshall. Please bring the library books down, teachers, either the day before you have your book checkout again or the morning of. So that way the books can be all checked in before you go to check out new books again. So if you can turn your books in a little earlier than the checkout time, it just saves time at the counter. Okay, let's make it a wonderful Wednesday today, and don't forget to be awesome.